something happened yesterday that should never happen, which is filmmakers decided to let online chatter dictate a creative direction or creative decision they had made.
John Campea hated the Sonic redesign, which ultimately saved the movie. When the first trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog came out, responses were, to put it mildly, divisive, with fans hating the initial design they saw. Due to the outcry, Jeff Fowler and Paramount pulled back on the movie, redesigned the character to great audience satisfaction. But the critics were not happy, with the movie getting about 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, but a 94% audience score, nearly identical scores to Alita Battle Angel. Now in its second weekend, the movie is neck and neck with The Call of the Wild, striving for first place at the box office, and has already grossed $87 million domestic and $137 million worldwide, numbers putting it already in sequel territory, with the starting budget of only $95 million. So did Campea say mea culpa, this was great? Well, let's take a look at November. So they redesigned, still the same Sonic, great. Movie still looks complete garbage, so yay redesign. Not saying the new look isn't an improvement, but it won't help the movie, and so on and so forth. Well, John, it did help the movie. And more importantly, we had a studio that listened to its fans, we had a studio that listened to what they wanted, made a change, and people showed up. This was a situation where catering to the fans works, because ultimately that's the whole point of these movies. They're made for the fans. And I'll agree, after finally seeing the movie, it's a great movie. A lot of fun. So I'd argue this redesign really saved the movie. And in many ways the same thing happened to Alita Battle Angel, where the eyes were tweaked, with James Cameron actually saying, make them bigger, leading to a much more comfortable fan response and a modest success at the box office. We'll give you the full details, as well as talk about who will potentially show up for Sonic's sequel, and cover the Alita anniversary in China, as we show you what hundreds and hundreds of Chinese fans are saying about our Battle Angel. The doctor is in. What's up, guys? Doc Ito here with another video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you don't miss any of Doc Video's updates or free repairs. When I saw the initial Sonic trailer, like a bunch of people, I was just horrified. I didn't think Sonic looked good at all. It was all wrong. The ratios just don't make any sense. This is just so creepy. And the trailer that was released had a ton of dislikes. Within a few days, 19 million views and hundreds of thousands of dislikes. They actually took down the initial trailer, but of course you can see it on other sites. The fan reaction was pretty much universal. Everyone saw the teeth, which were way too human and just did not fit at all. So, after the outcry, Jeff Fowler said, "Thanks for the support and criticism. The message is loud and clear. You are not happy with the design and you want changes. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. Hashtag Sonic Movie." So kudos to Paramount, Sega, and Jeff Fowler for doing a mea culpa, saying this is not to the standards of Sonic the Hedgehog, and making changes. And this is very similar, in a way, to an outcry to the first trailer of Alita Battle Angel, where the old initial trailer had Alita's eyes just looking very strange. And essentially, for those who are familiar with the channel and the backstory, what happened was the whites of the eyes here were too big, and when James Cameron saw the negative reaction, his response to the haters, or to those who didn't like the video, was make them bigger, make the eyes bigger. And you can see in the new trailer and in the final movie that came out for Alita, the eyes are bigger, the white part of the eyes are smaller, and they also fixed a lot of this eyeshadow, the colors are warmer. Overall, this looks way better. And we all know Alita Battle Angel came out to be, a modest success at the box office, breaking over 400 million, and on its way hopefully to an Alita sequel. And for the fans below, we'll give you, like I said, a big update on Alita coming up later in the video, but check out the links below to order the Blu-rays, sign the sequel petition, and everything else. But going back to Sonic, they also made the eyes bigger, with these small eyes in the initial trailer replaced with these much bigger eyes. And also they made the body smaller, less human-like, and I think it just worked really well. I finally saw the movie last night. It was fantastic. Our group had a great time. It was fun. The jokes worked well, and Jim Carrey is just absolutely crazy, but like in a good way. I mean, where has this guy been? It's just been quite a while since we got a full-time Jim Carrey movie here. So the movie definitely worked. I had a blast. Like I said, everyone else did. I think I'm going to do a really strange Sonic video, which will probably post this weekend. So I apologize in advance to everyone. It's going to be pretty different. But anyways, go see Sonic if you haven't. It's a great movie. I definitely enjoyed it and recommend it to everyone. And there's already talks that a Sonic sequel is going to happen, and they're talking about The Rock potentially joining, which actually would be great setup for Sonic 2. And, no spoilers here about the movie for those who haven't seen it, but that would be really fun to see The Rock with Sonic. Now, from an Alita standpoint, it's the 1-year anniversary of Alita Battle Angel in China, and all of these messages were posted on Twitter, and we initially didn't really know, for those who don't speak Chinese, what they were saying. And essentially, this is, a minute of just scrolling through everyone saying the same thing. And once we got someone running the Google Translate here, it's essentially happy birthday Alita. So huge shout out to the Chinese fans of Alita Battle Angel. Sometimes Google Translate is off. If you look here, happy birthday River Tower. So I guess Alita is a river tower of some sort too. But without China, Alita 2, a sequel, is just not going to happen. China grossed about 133 million. It was the highest grossing of any territory, and also had this just awesome poster. So, I wish the Chinese fans could talk to us a little bit more here on Twitter and everything. I guess, as some of the other posters were saying, there's issues with firewalls and things like that. They're not on Twitter. But of course, if they were, we'd be able to help out with the hashtags and with publicity much easier. In other Alita news, there was a thread here on Twitter talking about Titanic and the comparison to James Cameron's The Terminator and how the romance at the two movies were pretty similar. And then they talked about, Cameron complaining about Wonder Woman and all that issue. And Scott Mendelsohn name drops Alita here, saying he was a little confused about him shouting down Wonder Woman, because then maybe he thought they'd be ignoring Alita. So, I'm not sure about Scott if I totally agree with his points, but anytime he brings up Alita, as long as it's not in a negative way, I'm okay with that. The more publicity for Alita we get, the better. Now, in other Alita news, our Alita sequel petition seems to have been saved. There were worries that this petition was going to shut down once it hit the 1-year mark from the initial time, because the initial supporter or creator of the petition was kind of MIA, missing in action. And fortunately, this appears to not be the case. Several people had reached out to Change.org, with Charlie Schmidt getting a reply here from the Change.org team saying, "It's admirable to see your interest in the petition. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. To clarify, we host petitions, and they don't have an expiration date. As long as the starter doesn't close it, it'll continue running for another year," which is great that they made this change and that they're helping us continue the Alita fight for an Alita sequel. So make sure to sign the petition if you have not below, and continue to publicize it and share it to those around. So, a quick update today. Make sure you see Sonic. Sonic and Alita are a good mix, and it was definitely a fun movie. I might try to make some of these videos a little quicker. I kind of, in the past, have gotten behind, as you've seen, and then end up making these super long videos. Like the last one was almost 20-30 minutes. So I'm going to hopefully be making these a little more frequently and not quite as long. But, we're continuing the Alita fight at the 1-year anniversary. And like I said, I'm doing a really random Sonic thing probably tomorrow, so apologize in advance. But y'all have a great day. Continue supporting Alita. God bless. We're keeping track on things. I want to crunch some more numbers for the Blu-ray numbers, as well as some other data I'm looking at for how many people are actually following with Alita. But overall, things are going in a good direction as the fan base continues to grow and as we keep fighting for a sequel. So, like I said, y'all have a great day. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Doc out.